Hello everybody, it's me, Better Call Saul, the Bob Ross of shaving. I don't know, that's what I get. I get a lot of Saul. Which is good, because I like Better Call Saul. I like Breaking Bad. I like, I'm drawing a blank, Bob Odenkirk. So we're going to do something special today, something different. Something I talked about a few videos ago and have never been getting around to. You know, we're always talking about, people always ask, where do you get these vintage razors? You know, like the Fat Boys and the old Gillettes from 1918, stuff like that. A good place to get them for cheap, usually, are like antique stores, antique malls, places like that, you know, in the little glass cabinets. Usually you can get, like this is a Fat Boy. The old grungy, the one I always use. I got that off eBay, but I've seen them for sale, you know, maybe $30, $35 sometimes, less. Sometimes, depending on, you know, what kind of, if it's like one of those fancy antique malls where they know where everything is and they know exactly what they have. But if you can find one, you know, just like off the road, you can get them cheap. So I was in one of those antique malls a little while back, and I came across something that I was intrigued by because of the packaging it came in. And here it is. This is a promotional can for the introducing Gillette Trac II disposable razor. It's a demonstrator razor is enclosed. And it's a can. It's a metal can, top and bottom. It is still sealed. And I did a little bit of research, not a lot because, you know, I'm not a researcher, am I? And it's from 1971. They came out with the Trac II, which was the replacement for the safety razor, in 1971. This started the modern razor game, I guess. Gillette decided we can maybe make more money, maybe save a little money on our end, if we make disposable razors like the whole thing, I guess. I'm not sure what their exact thinking was. I'll film this a little bit more in a second, a little closer as I open it for you. But anyway, this is what started the demise of the safety razor until recent years when the safety razors had a reemergence. But this is why your dad shaved, and maybe your grandpa, depending on your age, shaved with disposable razors, and probably still does to this day. These disposable razors started right here in 1971 with the Trac II. Two, because it's got 2 blades, which must mean that it's going to shave closer, right? Well, if you shave with a safety razor, you know that's not necessarily true. It's all marketing. So let's open this thing up and see what the condition of the razor is. See, you can actually mail this entire can. Look at that. Whoever received this, and return postage is guaranteed. So if you didn't want it, you could send it right back. So there is no address to whom it was sent, but let's open this thing up and see what's inside. All right, let's open this can up and see what's inside. And since it's such a tiny little can, I'm going to use a tiny little can opener. This is a military issue can opener to open like old cans, like from, you know, K-rations and things like that from the olden days, back from the, you know, World War II and all the way up till now, I guess. So if you've never seen one of those, that's what this is going to be. It's going to open this can. All right, this thing has been sealed since 1971. It's 47 years old. Let's see if the razor inside is able to be shaved with, shall we? Okay. Alrighty go. Try not to cut myself as I open this up. This is exciting. I don't know what's going to be inside. I mean, I do, but what else is going to be inside besides the razor? I don't know. See how this little can opener works? Isn't that cool? Come on. Oh, you're right near there. You're right near the end. Almost there. Okay. Oh, there's a piece of paper in there. The first look inside. Can you see? Get the light. All right, let's pull it out. First, there's a little brochure. Let's open this thing up. Oh, look at this, 1971. Welcome back. Welcome back to the sunlight. Look at that crew. Look at those guys and gals. The perfect razor for everyone in the family. I'll put this up here so you can pause it and read it if you want to. If there's more than one shaver in your family, and that includes women, each one should have a personal Trac II razor. See? They're getting you to buy as many as you can. Trac II, here's the inside. The new Gillette Trac II twin blade cartridge shaving system. Gillette introduces the two-bladed razor. To shave you close, we put it in our finest blade, Gillette Platinum Plus. To shave you even closer, we put in another one. And now what? We have razors with 6 blades in them. That must mean it's just shaving your face off. The second blade gets what the first blade leaves behind. 2 separate blades to get what one blade could miss. Then it goes on to explain why 2 blades are better than 1. Like I said, I'll pause that and read it if you want to. Oh, look at this. A mail-in coupon. Gillette will send you 50 cents in the mail when you buy your permanent razor set. The new Gillette Trac II. So I wonder if that coupon's still good. Maybe I should mail it in. When's the last time you think they received one of these mail-ins? Would they be surprised if I mailed it in? Are they still at P.O. Box 1252 Elm City, North Carolina, 27822? Oh, dang it. Offer void after December 29th, 1972. And limited to 1 per household. Redeemable by mail only. Allow 4 to 5 weeks for delivery. Expired 1972. Dang it. Let's look at this happy family that all need their own Gillette Trac II. Look at them. Sorry if it's sunny in the background. Yeah, look at that. That's cool. Man, that is 1971 design right there, if I ever saw it. I love it. All right, let's put that over here. By the Barbasol. Okay, and now the pièce de résistance, the actual razor. Might not be as interesting as that brochure. Let's take it out and see. Untouched by human hands since 1971. Oh, I'll open it this way so you can see the writing. It's got some writing on it. Oof. Come on, guys. Come on. Get out of there. Oh, I'm trying desperately not to cut myself as I do this. Come on. Oh, all right. There it is, folks. The Trac II demonstrator razor. It actually says it right on there. If you're already using the Gillette Trac II razor, pass this on to a friend who hasn't tried it. Caution, exposed shaving edges enclosed. Blank. And the same caution on the other side. Ooh, it feels, if you know what Bakelite plastic is, it's kind of like a plastic from the 50s and earlier. It kind of feels like that. It's heavy plastic. Look at that. The Gillette Trac II. Yeah, it's got a good heft to it. Like way heavier than modern, like razors that look like this, that are this kind of shape. Like the Bic makes, and I assume Gillette and everybody else does too. Does it have a pivoting head, or had they not come up with that yet? No, it is stationary. The Gillette Trac II is in mint condition, folks. What do you say we shave with this sucker? Hello, 1972. Or 71. All right, folks, well, I'm freshly showered, got the hair stuff happening, whatever's going on, and I'm ready to shave with the Gillette Trac II from 1971. Oh, I want you to, Trac II from 1971 demonstrator razor. I'd like you to meet somebody. It's your great-great-great-grandson. This is the Dorco Pace 6. Hi, Grandpa. I don't relate to you. I don't care. 6 versus 2. Look at that in the sunlight. Put this guy back in the drawer. It's time to shave, everybody, with the time capsule Gillette Trac II. Freshly in. This has been in the dark, in that dark can for 47 years. Isn't that weird? It never thought it was going to get its chance, and now its time has come. And we're going to let him shave with Barbasol. Yes, Barbasol. The name you can trust. Sorry if I'm out of frame for a minute here. I'm just preparing. I should have done this before I started filming, but I forgot. Got to fill my little emetic tray up with hot water. All right, I took a shower. Barbasol, proudly made in the USA since 1919. and supporting our troops, USO. There you go. Good thing I used that P38 can opener earlier, the military issue. And so Barbasol, I was just wondering, it's like, where's Barbasol from? It's made in the USA. Manufactured by Perio Incorporated, Dublin, Ohio. Visit barbasol.com. So Barbasol, if you're looking for a spokesperson or a voice for your next video, contact my agent. All right, this is exciting. I've shaved with much, much older razors. 1915, 1918 is the oldest one I think I've used, something like that. Once again, I should go back and watch my own videos to keep my story straight. But this is the first time I've ever used one that has never been used, never been touched. A time capsule, if you will. And I'm fascinated by that kind of stuff. I'm fascinated by things that have been unchanged throughout history. You know, it's great to go to a place where, you know, the log cabin you're looking at has never been touched. It's not a recreation. This isn't a log cabin, but it is the very first multi-blade razor, which would pave the way for everything else that most guys shave with, and ladies shave with today. This is the first one. Have I said that enough? Sorry if I ramble. All right, let's see if two blades really are better than one. Still sharp. Of course, why would they not be? That's the problem with cartridge razors, they get clogged easily. So you got to do it a little bit differently. Now the thing with cartridge razors is you don't have to worry about the angle as much because the angle is built into that head. And as I showed you earlier, this is not a pivoting head. That didn't come along too much later, I'm sure. This is just static. And is it doing a better job, two blades? Well, so far, no. So far it's kind of dragging a lot of the shaving cream instead of cutting the beard hair, the whiskers. But it's not doing too bad. I'll save judgment for when I'm done with my first pass. Can you hear it? It's shaving. It is shaving. So when this razor was made, I was 1 year old. Depending on when it was made, during that year, 1971. And now here I am all these years later. Isn't that weird to think? When this thing was made and it was mailed, or maybe it wasn't mailed, maybe it was one that stayed in some executive's drawer somewhere. I mean, how did it end up in the antique store unopened after all these years? I don't know. Anyway, throughout all the things I've been doing in my life, it's been sitting there in that can somewhere, moving around from place to place. Maybe somebody's drawer, maybe some dad's briefcase from the 70s. All throughout the events of the 70s, the 80s, through all the presidents since Richard Nixon. When this thing was made, Richard Nixon was president. All right. It's a very mild shave. It's a very mild shave. And I'm wondering, for someone that had never used one of these, what they would have thought, first of all, you know, using it for the first time after using a safety razor. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm going to touch my face now. Don't mind me while I touch my face. Let me just rinse my face with water first. And I'll tell you how it feels as I rub my hand. Yeah, it's fine, you know. It's fine. It doesn't do a terrible job, and it doesn't do, you know, the best job. I still prefer safety razors. And while this, I don't believe, was a technological advance in shaving, they made it sound like it was, and that's what was important. Marketing, baby. It's all about the marketing. Okay, we're going to do 2 passes. We're going to give this guy a second pass. Just because, I mean, my gosh, it's been waiting all these years. Frozen in carbonite. Now it's its time to shine. All right. Good old Barbasol, man. You can't go wrong with a quick shave with some Barbasol. I've said it countless times before, and I know a lot of you agree with me. A lot of you don't agree, but that's okay. It's okay. You don't have to agree with me. That's fine. I can take it. All right. Going across the face here, across the grain with the Gillette Trac II. It's more like skating across the surface rather than, you know, getting the whiskers really well. It feels like it's more like the shaving cream is allowing it to kind of ski across my face. I don't feel like it's digging in where it should. And I don't mean digging in a bad way, but I mean like grabbing hold of those beard hairs and whiskers like it should. I know. They should add more blades. A third blade would certainly help out. Yes, that's it. And if a third blade could help out, then certainly a fourth blade could help out, right? And then a fifth, and then a sixth. Didn't Saturday Night Live do one where there was like 78 blades? The 15th blade takes out your daughter to prom. The 18th blade does the dishes. I'm just going to shave like I normally do because, you know, if you were a gentleman or a lady in 1971, you wouldn't be expected to have to change your shaving routine just because they came out with a new type of razor. You would try to make it fit into your shaving routine. And that's important, I think. How well does some new product or new idea fit into your routine? Do you have to change it a lot? I mean, as human beings, we're creatures of habit. We're not necessarily stuck in a rut, mind you, but you know, you find certain ways of doing things that you like, that you feel comfortable with, and sometimes it's good to get outside there and try new things, but if it doesn't improve your life, well, then maybe you should think about using something else. Anyway, I'm still hearing whiskers. I'm just gonna do what I normally do, as I said. Now, when I bought this thing, did I think it would be... I just bought it because, you know, I love the idea of time capsule stuff. Like, somebody opened an apartment in, you know, Paris, France, and it hasn't been touched since World War I, that kind of stuff. That's fascinating to me. Who knows what's out there right now that we haven't discovered? Gives you chills, right? Okay, I'm going to go against the grain like I always do, and I'm not going to put on shaving cream for a third pass. I'm just going to use the wetness that's still on my face and what's left of the shaving cream to kind of get the problem spots that always plague me. And that's something you'll have to do if you're just new to shaving of any kind. You really have to go lightly and go lots of different directions because your hair is growing in all different directions on your face and your neck, especially your neck and your chin, at least for me. And under your nose, you got to get those. Once again, that's the nice thing about having a smaller shaving head. The Fat Boy and the larger safety razors like the Rockwell, you got to do some maneuvering to get those little hairs right there that bother you later in the day if you are rubbing your face. So don't rub your face. Okay, I hear you. All right, I'm going to rinse off. Cold water this time. Always cold water at the end of a shave. And I think that is the end of this shave. I've been waiting for a couple of months now to try that. And I love the act of opening up something that has been untouched, unopened for that long and trying it out. There's this guy I watch who opens up old MREs and rations from like World War II and stuff and eats them. He'll eat like tuna fish from the Vietnam War era out of an old... Steve 1989, check him out. He's my hero. All right, well, okay, wait, let's continue on. Caffeinated aftershave again, more gimmicky, but I like the smell of it because it's mint. Smells good. No nicks. I got no nicks, that's good. I bet that impressed a lot of people when they first tried it back in 1971. I bet you it did. They're like, oh man, it's the first time I haven't cut myself shaving in 20 years. Oops, sorry. It survived the fall into the sink. Gillette Trac II. Introducing the Gillette Trac II. There's a thumbnail for you. Yeah. I'm going to clean this thing off, put it back in here, and keep it in my little collection because it's fascinating. And I'm going to keep it out of reach of children, too. Wow, that is cool. I like that. That's pretty neat. It's got a sort of a hard, brittle plastic feel to it that modern plastics don't, which feel a little bit more rubbery and lighter. But anyway, there you go. Oh, wait, look. Hey! I just now noticed this. Watch this. You can slide the... See that? You can slide it off. Get a replacement. Of course, how smart is that? They send you this. They're like a drug dealer, right? Oh, the first one's free. You get used to it, you love it, you need more. You need 6. I wonder if this would fit. Think I could put a 6 on here? Hold on. Let's see. No, it's certainly not. Certainly not, right? Certainly this won't work on here, right? How do you get this thing off? Get off. Get out. No, it won't work. It's not the same kind of mechanism. Slide a new cartridge on there. Could I go to the store right now and buy a new cartridge and slide it on this sucker and use it? Keep the handle? I'm going to see if I can. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed that. I really did. That was fun. I like that kind of stuff. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing if you did and all that stuff. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I know you always do. And I read them all. And I don't respond to all of them, but I read them all and I see them all. So hope you're having a good day. Hope you have a good shave. I'll see you soon.